Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat and welcome back to my channel. Nung isang episode ko po, tinalakay natin yung posibilidad ng impeachment ni Vice President Sara Duterte. Dahil padami po ng padami ang humihiling na ma-impeach si VP Sara. Pero tulad nga ng sinabi ko, hanggat wala pong kumikilos, lalo na sa Kongreso, yan po ay haka-haka lang. Pero kung posibilidad ang ating pag-uusapan at kung may grounds nga ba, meron po talagang grounds for impeachment. Pero nagsalita naman po si Mr. Crystal Ball na si Harry Roque at sinabi niyang kung meron daw impeachment si Sara Duterte ay hindi po magtatagumpay. Kung bakit, alamin po natin maya-maya. Yun naman pong mungkahi ni Senator Bato de la Rosa na ang Kongreso ay gumawa ng batas na ang Pilipinas ay hindi pwedeng makipag-cooperate sa ICC at ang pahayag ni former President Rodrigo Duterte na hindi niya kinikilala ang jurisdiction ng ICC. Sinagot po lahat ng issue na yan ng ating mga magigiting at magagaling na kongresista. Ilan po sa kanila mapapakinggan natin maya-maya. Kapag naririnig ko itong mga kongresistang to, bumibilib po ako sa kanila. At ngayon madalas iniisip ko, sana ganito rin ang ating mga senador. Anyway, pakinggan po natin ang ilan sa ating magigiting at magagaling na kongresista para sagutin lahat ng issue na yan, yung pong impeachment ni VP Sara, yung request ni Senator Bato de la Rosa, yung pong jurisdiction ng ICC, at isama na rin natin ang topic ng West Philippine Sea. Pakinggan po natin
sa
sila.
Crystal Ball. Baka po mas malinaw yung crystal ball nyo. Sabi po kasi ni former presidential spokesman Harry Roque, meron daw pong plano na i-impeach si Vice President Duterte. Pero hindi raw po magtatagumpay ayon sa kanyang crystal ball kasi daw po mataas ang trust at approval rating po ni VP. Reaction lang po.
Secretary Roque, napakalabo po ng crystal ball ninyo. Dahil wala po, kahit sino man dito, kami po ay we're in the daily briefings from Congress. Wala po kahit anumang intensyon na ma-impeach si VP Sara. As in, wala. Ngayon, bakit hindi niya nakita sa crystal ball niya na nakadawit pala siya sa Pogo? Yan ang tanong nyo.
Sige, mapapatanong natin.
Tama na. Ang nasa crystal ball ko po ay isang maayos na gobyerno na sabay-sabay na nagtatrabaho para matulungan ang sambayan ng Pilipino. Kahit na may iba't ibang paniniwala at iba't ibang opinyon, ay iisa pa rin ang layunin na matulungan ang ating mga kababayan. Yun po ang nasa crystal ball ko.
I would like to ask lang po yung comment po ninyo. Kasi si Senator Bato de la Rosa, mayroon po siyang privileged speech and nag-raise po siya ng concerns doon, saying alarming daw po yung mga statements nila Justice Secretary Remulla and Soljan Guevara regarding nga po doon sa policy ni PBBM sa ICC investigation. Saying, di ba, recently sinabi ni Remulla na the DOJ will not interfere should the Interpol po mag-arrest na ng mga pinangalanan doon sa complaint, and si Soljan Guevara said na the government cannot stop ICC from visiting the country to investigate the drug war. He also asked his fellow senators po if they are willing to enact a law prohibiting any state agency from cooperating with the ICC. Would you like to comment on this? And kayo po, personally, isa-isa, ano po bang stand nyo rito? Should the government and all the agencies mag-cooperate po ba sa ICC?
Kasi I remember last January, sinabi ni President Bongbong Marcos that the government will not lift a finger in aiding the probe. So, hindi nila tutulungan. So, yun naman yung, doon din naman nanggagaling si Secretary Guevara na hindi nila tutulungan, pero hindi rin sila gagawa ng kahit anumang paraan na pagbawalan ng ICC na pumasok sa bansa. So parang hindi naman kumukontra sa sinabi ni President Marcos yung actions ni Secretary Guevara at ni Secretary Remulla. Dahil malinaw naman, again, sinabi lang ng Presidente na that the government would not lift a finger in aiding na tulungan yung probe ng ICC. So parang wala namang kontra doon.
I think if you remember, no, when this whole ICC thing started, Senator Bato said hindi siya takot, di ba? Or may sinabi siyang ganon. And then later on, bigla siyang umiyak. Kasi meron daw siyang mga grandchildren. Ngayon, he's saying, what did he say? Unfounded,
Alarming daw yung statements.
Alarming yung statements. Why is it alarming? Why? Where is this coming from? Kasi kung wala naman anything, di ba, kung wala ka namang kasalanan, why would you be alarmed? Ako lang I mean, I don't understand also why that's his reaction. He has every right to react, sure. But also ask yourselves, bakit for him alarming? What's there? Saan nanggagaling yung ganun? Kasi even for me, even for us, I don't think it's alarming because wala naman dapat nangyayaring anything for ICC to see. Dapat.
But do you think the government po should cooperate po with the ICC investigation? Kayo po personally as a lawyer.
We shouldn't stop with whatever the ICC will do within their mandate. If they want to come in, wala tayong gagawin. With the same direction as what the admin said. We will not lift a finger. We will not also aid. They can come here to the Philippines and look, and we will not do anything. We will not do anything. It's up to them. They're individual. They're independent body to see what they can see. As long as they respect our laws, they do not do anything to torture, to threaten, or to get anything, diba? Basta they respect our laws, they come in peacefully, and within the treaties that we have with the other international community, that we respect our autonomy and us being one republic, diba? Basta hindi sila manggagalaw na manggugulo at mananakot at walang breaking of laws natin.
Just to comment on that po, no, I can't speak on behalf of the rest of Congress, but of course, ako po personally, I have a stronger sentiments on this. It could be recalled that together with Kong Abante, we filed a resolution urging the executive to cooperate with the ICC. I still stand by that position, although we respect the executive kung decision po nila is not to help, but at least that they should allow it to happen. Kasi po, we still believe, I stand strongly on that, the ICC still has jurisdiction. Withdrawal from the Rome Statute does not preclude the jurisdiction that was vested upon them from the period of which is questioned, which is until 2018 or 2019, I believe. So, nandun pa rin po yung position ko, personally. But with that said, I would understand siguro po, not understand, I would respect the right of the good senator to express his fears, doubts, or objections to the move of the executive. But as Congresswoman Nograles said, I don't think there's anything contradictory sa ginagawa ng executive po ngayon. The president said they will not help, as much as that's against what I want. They will not help the ICC, but also, as a member of the nations, I am glad that at least they will not prohibit, if that is truly the position of the executive. Kasi po, as mentioned, and in relation rin comment dun sa nabanggit niya na gusto niya po sana may batas that would prohibit officials to cooperate. I think this sends a very wrong signal. The executive right now is really leaning towards a more open foreign approach. We're a member of the community of nations. We're seeking foreign economic support. We're seeking foreign defensive support for the West Philippine Sea. Tapos we're gonna ask all of these things only to say, puro sa atin lang na halika, defend the West Philippine Sea with us, halika, invest in us, but we will not cooperate with you. Parang I don't believe that is the right signal that we would be giving off the wrong signals if we pass such a bill. So most respectfully, I disagree with that proposal.
Thank you. Kay Kong Tami, you think po sa crystal ball ninyo, makakapasok yung ICC at magkakonduct ng arrest? When is that?
Ano ulit, Miss Maria? Bumabo.
Yun lang.
Ano ulit? Pakiulit.
No. What do you think about the ICC entering the country?
Nasa sa kanila yon, Miss Marian. Again, kahit ayaw ni Kong Rog, ang pronouncements ng ating Pangulo ay hayaan sila kung ano man ang gusto nilang gawin, pero hindi sila tutulungan. So, problema na po ng ICC yon, Miss Marian.
Thank you.
To add lang quickly, I completely agree with Kong Rog in terms of in the language of what he explained with the prohibition. So, do I understand correctly? He wants a law and mandating all government agencies to stand up against. So, yun nga. Same as what Kong Rog said, it sends a very, very wrong signal talaga. I would understand siguro in the defense of our country, then that would make sense, no? To repel, it would be a whole of government approach to repel those that have hostile intent towards us. Pero this is the ICC conducting an investigation, no? And for them to investigate, as what the President already said, now we will not help them. We will not lift a finger. Pero let's not also be hostile into them. There's no need naman eh. Common sense also dictates na yung sa atin naman, we're not trying to pick fights. No, we've already established that we are a nation that wants to make more friends. We are a nation that wants to get the help of other nations to protect our very own country. So, on the context of, let's say, West Philippine Sea, why not? Sige, lahat, let's just make, kung kaya gawin ng batas na, okay, lahat ng government agencies, defend. Pero to show hostility in that manner is unwarranted, no? Unnecessary, unwarranted, and I hope na that's not the direction that this takes. Sa akin lang, again, I completely agree with Kong Rog, no? Let's just be civil about this one. Thank you.
Okay, Marian. For today's last question, may I call on Mr. Big Samintak from Net25.
Magandang hapon po. May we know your thoughts lang po regarding din sa issue sa West Philippine Sea when after the President Marcos has strongly condemned the incident and the AFP has described it as dangerous and provocative action by China's Air Force. I'm referring to the incident where the Chinese Air Force used players in the path of a Philippine Air Force plane over Baco de Masinloc. And recently, the Department of Foreign Affairs announced that their decision to file a diplomatic protest regarding that incident. So, sinusuportahan niyo ba yung action ng DFA regarding that issue?
Thank you, Sir Vic. Siguro po ang comment po natin in this, I cannot speak on behalf of Congress, but I'm pretty sure everyone will agree. I don't think may kukontra naman dito. We support 100% the diplomatic protest. China has been finding creative ways of using gray zone tactics. Dati, dun sa West Philippine Sea, they would find ways of having actions to deter us short of war. And ngayon, kahit sa air, meron na po silang mga paraan by using flares. So we agree with the position of the President. We agree definitely, and we support the diplomatic protest that is being filed by the DFA. And you can count on our support more than just words. I believe Speaker Romualdez also mentioned before pagpupulong po ng Army, ng AFP, that he says that he will support whatever is needed dun po sa ating AFP in the defense of the country. Personally, I think all the congressmen here are excited to hear Secretary Teodoro's proposal for the next budget, and they can count on our full support po doon. We will be supporting their budget, whatever that they may need, for as long as kaya po ng fiscal space. We will also be looking into, today we are having budget deliberations for Secretary Manalo, and I believe that one talking point there would also be whatever logistical support na kailangan po nila tungkol dito sa mga diplomatic protests. So definitely I think Congress will be supporting this.
But before we conclude our press conference, I invite our honorable speakers to give their short closing remarks.
So yeah, medyo hot topics in terms of localities kasi nagkatugma din na medyo from the area yung kami dalawa ni Congresswoman Migs. Pero I hope that we sent a clear message, no? It was unbiased, it is factual. And I hope na this sticks, no, to our viewers, to listeners, and I hope this also continues. Then we stick to the facts, we stick to evidence, and we also make informed decisions, no, based on what we know from credible sources. That being said, we would always welcome questions, no, and we will always be as transparent as possible, without without any shade, without any prejudice, without any unbiased opinion. Biased opinions. And we thank you all, no, for giving us again another opportunity to relay and to also inform everyone then based on what we stand for, no, which is again the betterment of the Filipino people. So daghang salamat sa tanan ug maayong hapon.
To all our friends in media, thank you for your time, your questions, hot topic nga. And hopefully, no, with what we have answered here, hindi siya magkakaroon ng mga insinuations that would make it a bigger problem na wala naman problema. We answered everything as fair as we could, straight to the facts. And I hope everyone who watches, not just this, but also other things na nakikita natin online or TV or whatever interview, you do make an informed decision. When you watch it and look at the facts that come with it. We encourage you, especially lalo na ngayon, to watch the ongoing budget deliberations, especially in the Quadcom, para malaman nyo ng mga lumalabas na mga ebidensya at lumalabas na mga bagay na may basehan naman po. And hopefully, we will not be misquoted here or mga may lalabas na siguro na crystal ball kasama ang mukha ni Kong Pami kasi because we do know, I think our friends in the media know how vicious social media can be and how bits and pieces of what we said would be misconstrued and may mga insinuations. Hopefully, this will not be done to create a big fight or to create something na pinagdudugtong na wala naman talagang dapat na mga ganon na ginagatong. So thank you for this for our friends and mayong hapon kanatong tanan.
Ma'am, hindi na po crystal ball ang topic natin. Ang politika kasi ganyan talaga yon, ano. Merong nag-aaway, may nagbabate, sunod na araw bati na ulit o magkaaway ulit. Pero ang mahalaga na mensahe para sa amin and sa ating mga kasama sa gobyerno ay tuloy-tuloy lang dapat ang pagtatrabaho. Hindi dapat tumitigil ang trabaho natin at pagtulong natin sa ating mga kababayan dahil lang pinapasaringan tayo ng mga tao, ng mga mapanulsol na tao na mag-away-away tayo. Pero at the end of the day, kailangan tulong pa rin tayo ng tulong sa ating mga kababayan. Yun naman ang ating mensahe. Kahit ano pa ho ang mga issues, ang mahalaga ay natutulungan po natin ang mga taong bayan. Maraming salamat po ulit sa ating mga kaibigan sa media. Sana po, wag niyo pong akong lagyan ng crystal ball pag nilagay niyo po ako sa inyong mga balita. Salamat po.
I think it's well beyond that po, no? Talagang may lalabas na crystal ball dyan. But with that said, gusto ko po yung nakikita ni Kong Pami sa crystal ball niya with the future po ng ating bansa. But as the President said and quoted, all it takes for evil to succeed is that good men do nothing. Yun po yung problema po natin ngayon, and that's why we're here with you, our friends in the media. So we thank you po. Maraming salamat sa inyong oras. We thank you for being our partners. Let's keep ourselves informed. Let's keep ourselves vigilant. No to peke. Sa totoo lang po tayo. Thank you.
Ayan, well explained, crystal clear mula sa ating mga magagaling na kongresista. Kayo po, ano ang masasabi nyo sa kanilang mga pahayag? Comment lang po down below at magbabalik ang usapang Tito Manny. Diyos ti Agnina.